Descent. Descent. We must descend. We must descend. Will we next create false gods to rule over us? How proud we have become, and how blind.
I need to remind myself to put this band's music on my MP3 player later. I just need to remember to do this.
Alright, so... Okay.
I don't think I did yet.
I did play System Shock a bit after I did all this, just to see how much OBS is pulling it down. Pulling it down quite a bit, so I lowered some of the other quality stuff without messing with the shaders and all that, so everything should run at least a little bit smoother, hopefully. Probably still gonna die. I don't even know where I'm at or what I'm doing. There was a door around here somewhere, right? We were gonna go check out. I think that's what we're doing. Ah, yes, now I know. That looks like a flyer bot. He hasn't been deployed yet. Oh, that one's dead. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes.
What were you shooting?
Oh, there's like these little scorpion drones that shoot flames.
You know what? Maybe I should just ask you when I don't have music playing.
Probably.
Because I can't make out words.
I'm already soft-spoken as it is.
And I don't even have the sound, like, way up or anything.
Okay, that one's down.
Very colorful.
not died?
I'm getting like supernatural alien vibes on this game.
No, it's evil AI that wants to kill all of humanity.
Or that too, but still sci-fi-ish.
Very much.
Very colorful though.
It's more action than it is horror, but the horror is there.
You're talking to a person that didn't even realize BioShock was a horror game.
Like, if you think about it, it is, but also, it's more of a shooter than anything else. Like, I get it, kinda.
Like, we both, like, wait, this is considered a horror game?
Perfect.
Okay! Good to know!
Except for, like, a couple of sections of Infinite, I don't really consider Infinite to be much of a horror, but it does have a few sections here and there.
Well, yeah, with, like, the big robot thingies. You know, I kind of wish they made a game about BioShock, like when it was turning into Rapture, that we know it as.
Oh, supposedly they're coming out with another one.
I know the creators of it made Judas, which I want to get, but has yet to come out. It looks pretty good though, what they have shown for it.
Well, okay then. Right. Any pistol rounds we got? Quite a few. 44.
Wait,
Okay.
can you actually make your own weapons?
No.
Damn!
No, you have to go find all the weapons.
Evilness!
Yeah, you have very limited inventory.
I hate that.
I don't know why these damn CPUs.
I wish it was similar to Skyrim for inventory. I'm sorry. Skyrim had relatively decent inventory.
Wasn't the worst.
I mean, it's something the greatest, but yeah.
Usually what my problem is, I always forget when I have certain weapons out, because they take different ammo types, is I'll press X because that's to activate stuff. So if I have like the rapier out and I were to press X to like try and open up a door, but I've already used a bit of charge, if I'm not right on it, it won't register the action and it'll have me recharge my battery life. And what really sucks is if you've only used like a pip or two. So I always like try and walk around with like a pistol or shotgun or something, because then I don't have to worry about like accidentally using up a battery for something that I didn't want to.
A little redundant? And this is just in this game?
At least for controller. It might not be so bad with like mouse and keyboard, but
We aren't proficient.
I can be, but it's kind of tedious for me.
Yeah, it's not like second nature like some of these other people.
It's like the closest I can get to mouse keyboard stuff is like Diablo. And even then I prefer just to use a controller. Gets a little rough depending on what you're trying to do.
My hands start cramping. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what my problem usually is. After a while. I don't think I
Mine
want
is
to open it.
pressing the wrong key at the wrong time. I was like, no, I didn't want to do that.
I don't get that problem unless it's starting to cramp.
Well, you know how it's typically, was it? ASW, ASCW. Those are the typical three or four keys that you have. And then sometimes you have like the direction key or the number keys, or sometimes it's another group of keys you have to press.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and place a save over that because I know that killed us last time.
And on my computer, I don't have the separation for, you know, the left and right click for my laptop, so controller it is.
We have lots of money at least.
That's good. Money is great.
Could use a lot more ammo though.
Does this allow you to buy ammo?
Yes, but limited amount of times.
Oh, that ammo should be infinite.
Not sure I want to go down that. Here's some humming. Might be another bot or something of the sort. But you get used to that. I kind of forgot I could do that.
Forgot what?
Oh, that I can do this.
Oh, you can actually zoom in.
No, that can tilt.
Oh.
You can tilt around corners. Without having to like expose your entire body.
I mean, that is a useful quality.
But you have to press down on the left thumbstick to do it. So it feels
Awkward.
a little weird because I'm used to like that being sprint or something. And it is.
You know, I'd honestly just chance getting shot. But then again, my whole thing's rushed down, so... A lot more sense, doesn't it? It is!
I'm gonna run just in case that stupid thing like explodes or something. Oh yeah, that's right. I got the stupid super sprint boots on. Takes up energy.
I feel like I need to change this.
Also, enemies will respawn. That's always fun.
At least it's not a terrible respawn point, is it?
Oh, they can be.
And the nightmare of...
Like, when you go up and down elevators, sometimes they'll spawn, like, right there.
Okay, so basically it's the nightmare respawn of Dead Island Riptide. Or in at least the city portion of Dead Island.
Except there, they did it accidentally. Here, they did it purposely.
Doesn't matter, it's the same concept.
I don't know which bumper's health. Probably help instead of going through the menu.
Alright, let's...
An explosive. It was.
Come on, download quicker!
Hermog's here more or less just as
I'm downloading
temporarily
things from Steam
just do
because they had
downloads.
their sale. It's over now, sadly, but that's the main reason why I'm here. Okay, well, whenever you get to a stopping point, I have the Oreos.
Sure.
Thank you.
I don't even remember if there's anything I actually need in this section. I think I just kind of came here to check it out.
Well, what's the whole purpose of this game? Since I'm not familiar with it.
You're a hacker.
Uh-huh. That's somehow proficient with a gun.
No, you get that because you get a special surgery that's like super soldier type stuff, right?
Okay.
So you hacked in and found out they have this cybernetic implant. I'll screw you.
Try not to kill you, but have to ask. Oh.
I'm just gonna chill out over here for a moment. Okay, so you hack into this giant corporation, found out they're producing a super soldier cybernetic implant, and you want it for yourself. So you download the blueprint so you can go get a black market surgery on it, right? You have no other backstory than you're just a hacker that is into that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
They find out, of course, and they send out a security detail to bring you on board. From there, one guy that's like executive level or whatever decides that he wants to take off the ethical parameters for this giant space station's AI. So you do that so you can get the surgery because you're kind of a dumbass, but you just want what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're stuck on board of all this murderous AIs going about trying to destroy humanity and upgrade it.
And you're
Of sorts.
stuck inside fighting the
because
monsters.
guess who gave you the surgery?
Same place.
Yeah.
So now your mission has changed to, I assume, shutting down this basically Red Queen, like Resident Evil.
Yeah, but more so just so that way you get to stay and you have a home to go back to.
Again, you still have to stop this AI that they created. Because
Like if you wanted to,
dumb
you could.
guy.
Like if you wanted to, you can actually just like blow up Earth and stuff too.
Oh, you could be evil, is what you're saying.
It's a game over, so you still lose the game and all that, which makes sense because now you have nowhere to go, and you're still on the ship with the evil AI that wants to turn you into
and you are
a
the
cyborg.
only human.
If you want to consider that, yeah, technically. There's one other person, I think, but they might not even be on board.
Again, basically, population becomes zero
Where do I
in
need
the
to
next
go?
however many years it takes until you are fully changed into
I think we go back to
cyborg.
maintenance and then go find a bed
Whatever.
bay for some free health and maybe some free energy. No, I'm good. I don't think things respawn back in this room, but I'm cautious. Okay. I got a bunch of stuff, but not a whole lot of space.
Oh, that also brings me to my next question. You at least have like an item box where you can just store stuff.
Yes and no. Not a very big one. Technically you can store stuff in these boxes, but you'd have to go back to them.
Logical. Too much running around.
Okay, this doesn't actually have any health, right? It's just respawn point.
I take it those people are dead.
Oh yeah. I made sure of that. Research? Technically, just go to reactor 2.
Going to maintenance. Not what it says?
No, we were just on maintenance. So from maintenance, there's another elevator you could take.
Seems too complicated for my brain to process right now.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of floors and stuff you have to go through. And the biggest thing is reducing security levels so you have less respawns around.
Yep, that map's too big for me to comprehend. Then again, I was the one that was struggling to just avoid Mr. X in Resident Evil.
Did I ever find the other one? I don't think there's actually a health. Just a reviver. We don't have access to the other yet. Recycling. Alright. Reactor has healing though.
So how many floors you got?
I've only cleared like 2.
Okay, in theory, how many floors are there?
I honestly don't know.
You're playing a game and you don't even know how many floors there are.
Well, there's the
Perfect.
floors that actually like have weapons and supplies and stuff. And maybe upgrades. And then there's the floors that you actually have to go to get the objectives that you need and want.
Fair enough.
And depending on what difficulty you have, this thing, if you don't have this deactivated from the cyborg thing, when you die, it's just game over. At least this one is one of the few ones that has both.
What's happening now?
Yeah, sometimes you have a respawn point, like here. But then you
were
don't have...
just recharging or something?
Huh? No, that was getting health back. So this is your cargo lift. This is your storage box, if you would. See how tiny it is?
Okay.
This is for a grenade launcher. I feel bad not taking it with me.
I kind of think a good game with a good storage box. Okay, storage box like Resident Evil. I take that as a no in this game.
I mean, technically you take this box everywhere with you. The difference is that you have to be at a very specific location on each floor to access it.
Well, yeah, that's the same concept as Resident Evil.
But at least with the Resident Evil one, it's very, very large.
Yeah, and that one's at like every save point. Like. So, that's what I meant by storage box.
And this one, not so much. Oh, I only have 3 standard left.
It's like every storage box in that one's like by a little typewriter. That's your save point. They're not in great places, but it works.
Gas grenade, frag grenade. Balls, penetrator rounds, darts. Stamina. What did that do again? Increase stamina. They're giving us more health, I suppose. I don't think those are actually needed. Reflex. Yeah, it's probably an item I want to hang on to. I don't know if we actually need those, but I can always come back, I suppose. Pretty much.
I need more gigabytes. Ah.
So you could totally fit more in there.
Huh?
See, you could totally fit more in there.
Just barely.
Cyborg conversion activated. Restaurant cyborg conversion canceled. Standard station restoration procedures.
Do that for reasons. Just so we can reset the respawn point there for now. If I can choose not to die, we will.
Radiation treatment complete.
Oh, by the way, do you want to try playing Liza?
Eventually.
I do have it. I'm kind of excited to see the hype for Saturn. be fun.
I know I had issues in the beginning, but I think they probably hammered out most of that stuff.
That's what I heard too. Like, it was a really interesting concept.
I mean, if you want a game series that had come out and then immediately got fixed by like expansions and stuff, Civilization is one of those.
Hey, I am trying.
You know, it comes out, some people are him and hawing about it, and then like the first expansion comes out, fixes a good chunk of the issues, and everyone's like, okay, it's good.
Oh, okay. Now we're happy. It's like 180 flip.
Yeah, it's like Play the World, I think, fixed some stuff on Civ 3. I was a little too young to really know what it was like. I'd have to play through the core game again, but... Free energy. Barrels, we'll put that on 4. Okay, time to run. I was kind of hoping to like find a radiation suit or something like that, but I'm kind of getting tired looking for it.
Radiation treatment
Now I
complete.
remember. Yay.
And the radiation in this is far more dangerous than the radiation in Fallout.
That's just you're evil. I died so often because of that. Although, to be purely honest, radiation is terrible if it should actually ever happen.
Yeah, but also depends on what kind.
Nuclear reactor radiation is terrible. Based on the few actual historical cases of a nuclear power plant going terribly wrong.
Yeah, but there's... Even then, it's like direct radiation versus residual radiation from the area, that kind of thing.
Well, what was
What was
it?
over here?
Chernobyl? One of the worst ones? Because of the airflow at the time of the winds?
They had all kinds of problems with that. Mostly, everything kind of boils down to them kind of getting cheap on their reactor.
Get my point.
Because
From
reactors
what
are
I do
expensive.
remember of that case.
I don't know the maps all that well. Well, I do get lost without looking on a map. And it's like, oh yeah, that's where I'm supposed to go. Or I haven't been over there.
This is why some of these games are considered you running around with your head cut off like a chicken. Or a mouse that can't
so,
figure their way out.
Like for you, personally, I would say that if you do play this, just put everything on the easiest. The
Oh,
only
I
thing,
know! I have to play almost every game on the easiest.
The only
just
thing
so I
you'd
can learn the
probably get away
controls
with
and
is
navigation.
if you want to have like hard puzzles, maybe. And even then, I'm not really sure how many puzzles are actually required to like beat the game.
Download quicker. Please. I have like, let's see, 1, 2. I got 4 things I have to download. And I prefer to get it done tonight. So, oh, 5. Forgive me. 5 or 6 more items.
Okay, so this is just the reactor area that I may or may not have to do a thing for. Because I've completely forgotten everything that I actually am supposed to be doing. It started Plan B. We've made it down to the reactor level. All we need to do is get into the reactor core and set the reactor to self-destruct. The self-destruct signal from Earth will start the countdown as soon as the switch is thrown. Once we're done, we're heading back up to the flight deck and escaping this ticking time bomb in the life pods.
They look so... Is it just me?
It's just the effect they kind of gave them.
I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be like a cyborg? Ugh. Or tattoos or weird shading.
No, it's more like heavily damaged visual data.
I don't think they corresponded that correctly. But okay.
So usually you find them like on mangled bodies and stuff. Sometimes you find them on desks. So
Oh, I get that. But why didn't they just give it like a weird, I don't know, radio zapping visual?
cyberspace lock. I hate cyberspace. I think it's a cool concept, but I hate it. Hate doing it.
Why does this remind you of Dead Space?
No, the cyberspace in this is you have omnidirection. So depending on what you're doing, it can kind of get a little disorienting.
Oh, like the drunken walk of Dead Island?
No, so try like you have this and you kind of like turn it around, right?
Okay, show me.
Well, you can also tilt and turn, and it's entirely in first person. So as you tilt and turn and do all these maneuvers, because sometimes you have to, as you're like navigating.
Okay, I think I would prefer third person.
So I guess the best way to say it is, have you ever seen like Star Fox 64? And like all the spin,
Pieces?
like doing the barrel roll and stuff. Imagine doing that, but like first person.
Oh,
in some
yeah,
instances.
you feel sick.
Not necessarily as fast, but kind of the same thing.
Again, you just slowly kind of feel like a weird wonky...
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
You know what? I should probably get healed up first.
Probably.
That's
You
it.
complain about me not healing. Or reloading my gun.
Hey, if I don't reload my gun, it's probably because I don't have any more ammo. This game does not like to give out ammo.
It's just easy.
It is survival horror, technically.
Again, does it bring you back to Dead Space? Granted, that one's slightly different.
I did watch the speedrun for like the original game. That thing, you're moving fast. At all times, because it's like Doom Engine. As far as like first person aspect.
At least the sprinting's not terrible.
So I had the hyper boots on. The only problem with the hyper boots is that they consume your energy. So, you know, the same thing I have to use to use my
Open all doors.
pulse sword and my, or I guess laser rapier, or whatever you want to call it.
We just call it a lightsaber even though it's not. I think everybody can understand that concept. Yeah, that's essentially what a lightsaber is. Sword of energy that can basically cut through like plasma.
Okay, so let's see. There's the flight deck, storage, maintenance, research, medical, reactor. So we know that we have to turn the shields back on. Then we have to fire it. And then they're setting the reactor to self-destruct. But then we have to like shoot all the way up to the bridge or something, I think. That's how I think the original speedrun kind of went. something like that. So I'd imagine it's kind of the same here as far as main order of operations. Also executive grooves. A, B, C is apparently offline. D, engineering, security, and the bridge.
Good luck, little buddy.
So yeah, on the hardest difficulty, you have a couple of hours in real time to beat the entire game. And if you die before you get the certain things activated,
I take it you're not
game
playing
over.
realism?
No.
That's probably for the best.
I try not to play on the hardest difficulty unless I have a pretty good idea of how the game is going to feel. Because there's one thing.
Someone that we know that played Tekken.
It's one thing to play a game on its hardest difficulty because you've already played it a couple times and you know how it feels. And it's kind of like, oh, I'm gonna show that I've mastered this game, right? And then there's other ones where it's like, if you've never played and know how the game's going to feel, and so you messed up because you did an input but it didn't register the input or something like that.
I know, but in this case, it's like Max. Max played Tekken on like the hardest difficulty maximum.
Oh yeah, that one was great.
No, this is fine. This is totally fine. Why are you talking about your feet? And then the Black Souls rolling guy. Dark Souls.
So this takes us to executive. This is probably a bad
Power
idea.
diverted to level R.
Yeah. So I guess I would escape, come over here, and then take that. Someone's arm. And I can't take this down unless security is lowered. And I don't know how to...
I suppose you don't have to
much.
worry about a specific person dying and you not being able to continue.
Well, if there was another person, at least you'd either have A, more firepower, or human meat shield.
Is it both our thoughts immediately go straight to that?
For like Halo 1 and 3, doesn't work on 2 though. I have Magnum rounds. I got a few more assault rifle rounds. Before I go anywhere, was there anything anywhere about some frickin' radiation resistance stuff? I feel like that's probably pertinent. Cyborg conversion.
Are these diary logs?
Yeah, I'm going through to see if there's like anything anywhere about where to frickin' go to get something that gives me like some radiation resistance or something.
Usefulness. I mean, if you want me to, I could Google it.
Nah. There's a. Because I'm sure the game can't be that evil, right? It's got to give you like, oh yeah, you need to go here. You just gotta read and pay attention.
What's the game called again?
System Shot, but don't worry about it. Because there might be a chance that I need to go somewhere that I can't access yet anyway. Reading. Okay, so let's see. Destroying the laser. Get isotope X22 for the shields and get the safety protocol code for the laser in the research library. Head down to reactor and use X22 to power. Use X22 to power the shields. Laser can be fired from the research central control after you enter the safety override code number.
You have to go to storage 9 on the storage floor.
Oh, well, you see, I was just going to keep going until I found something. Alright.
You'll have to defeat the tiger gorilla if you haven't.
I killed one.
Yeah, so you have to go to the storage floor of the Citadel station. You'll be able to find the environmental protection and a locked door labeled Storage 9. Its location is shown on the map below. Someone did. Okay. Yeah, you have to defeat a tiger gorilla.
Well, I already killed one
And
of
the
those.
code for the door is sourced from 2 audio logs found in the Storage 6 and Storage 2 areas of this level.
Damn.
I'll let you get there first before I continue with the instructions. Okay.
Decided to shoot it one more time anyway. Alright. Oh. I can't use the ammo, but I have it. Storage 4 is broke. At least I think it was one of the storage rooms.
This is.
I don't know if I want to go in there. That one's locked manually. Hitting flying targets is not always the best. But hey, we got an entire clip of 20 rounds for ammo.
Have you located yet?
I don't know. I killed that thing though. Storage 9.
Alright, so the code for it is in the titles of your audio logs. And the first one is Enviro-paks. Second one is Stashed packs.
Which I don't have. I got Enviro-paks.
Okay, so you have to find Storage 6 and Storage 2. Storage 2 for your stash packs, I assume. I mean, I could just code, but I feel like you want to do the actual.
But I don't remember the code in the storage room. It ended in 8.
You want me to go to you real quick?
Nah. Yeah. I kind of came here early and I killed that thing.
Well, at least now you know where it's at.
Yeah, that's what's left of him.
What, you cut off its head? Or the face?
Let me go down there. And one of those stupid flyers. Oh, I know what? That's probably an option. Maybe I should just exit and leave a bunch of times and just grind out ammo. Because one of them actually like had 20. So now we got... What's on it? 23.
So that's your plan? Essentially?
I was gonna go get some free charge, at the very least. Let's see. It's over here.
Come on.
I was hoping I was far enough away. I feel like this is one of those games that you would probably write notes for.
Yeah, this is a game similar to Resident Evil. All the code.
Well, the code's probably changed depending on difficulty and all that. I'm just saying, like, just in general, like, at least order of operations. Oh yeah, you go here, 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 and then here. And then everywhere else
games
is...
with order operations don't tend to end well for me. This is a game I'd probably avoid. Looks interesting though.
Yeah, this is what she does to people.
I don't know how I feel about this.
More machine than man.
That is only okay in certain
I'm just kind of sitting here, it's like, so what's the, human brain
Why did they all
aspect
look like they're
needed?
old and alien-like?
Oh, because she did, like, viruses and stuff, too.
Oh, so she went purely psychopathic. Okay, good to know.
I think the only problem is when I do that, I can't actually, like, harvest them. Got some Teflon rounds. That's at least 20. Storage 5, storage 6. I'll check those out in a bit.
This storage 6 and storage 2. Fixing 2 for you. I feel like someone would go crazy in this environment.
Well, considering that you actually found an audio log that says that, oh yeah, by the way, this whole maze-like structure and everything was developed and designed that way so they could study the effects of long-term habitation on the human psyche.
People would go crazy within a week without coffee.
But yeah, they did this on purpose. Like every aspect about it.
Or whatever energy drink that they're...
It's like, is the corporation evil? Certainly. Does the corporation want to destroy Earth? No, that's where their headquarters is.
I'm sorry, if there's ever an apocalypse and we cannot get coffee or energy drinks or soda, a bunch of us would be crazy.
Why do you think every single future apocalypse shows everyone being so ultra violent? I need caffeine!
Or in this case, Tallahassee wanting Twinkies.
Caffeine and sugar!
I guess so. Ah!
We have infinite power, we have infinite fuel. But do we have infinite caffeine? No. Declare war! This might get annoying, but... I honestly don't know if I've already purchased all the med packs or not. This game is not kind. And I already did check that the game without OBS runs very, very smooth. So, me not being able to land my shots, in part, has to do with a little bit of dropped frames and stuff that we get sometimes. Yeah, it's good. It's just OBS sometimes is a bit of a pain when it comes to running it with other stuff. And I think that's just kind of true for no matter what the specs are sometimes. OBS just doesn't want to behave itself.
I can't help you on that. You do all the setup. I'm merely just for half the time. Are there any mini in here?
Kind of.
Like actual...
No, more like
Not...
makeshift. Because everything here was like made for civilian with some light security stuff. This is also why some of your weapons just kind of just suck.
Please tell me they at least made a decent shotgun. Or is that a no?
Kinda.
Oh, that's evil.
This is already empty. I don't think I came in here. Did I?
And what made you want to pick up this game again?
It looked interesting.
Looks fun. And again, I suppose this is also like Fallout to a point.
Bastard.
Watching the video. Well, there's no doubt that the graphics are layout a little too wonky for.
Like, I think everything is mostly fine. It's just there's
But bullets consumption would not
there's a few things
work
that are
well for me.
certainly could have used a little bit of update, perhaps, but I think it's mostly fine.
Well, I mean, it only came out, what, a year ago? Almost 2, as soon as we go into 25. 5 together, the co-op. Now I have to go on to 67 together. I don't even know that's all in order.
Found a spot.
Yay! Good spot or a bad spot?
When you find like that god spot where they can't hit you, but you can hit them. Kind of nice.
Oh, sniper spot. Got it.
Kind of. One more over there. I don't know if I want to go down there and fight it or not. I don't think it's dead. Probably should have been dead after that, but... Wait, really?
Are you interested in Judas?
And what?
Judas.
I don't know.
It's from the creators of BioShock.
I'd have to see it.
It has a lot of the same aspects of BioShock. You know, the power in one hand and a gun in the other.
I stashed an old prototype Enviro-pak
It's
in,
supposed to be released
along with some
in
plastic.
March of 2025.
Code to storage room 9. These 8. My log recorded the damage, so I hope you get this.
Goes. What? 8.9?
Good?
I got a seen it. Thing.
That.
Again.
Hey, Zabo. I found some crates in the back when we were shuffling around inventory. When did we get these cerebral outworld rovers? I don't remember signing off on them, and they're not listed in the inventory system. What should we do with them?
Gonna place another save in case it's something stupid. Okay, this just takes us back to here. Damn. Well, we got some magnum ammo that I can't use. A little bit odd.
Any luck on restoring your ammo supply situation?
Not really, I spent more.
Oh no.
I got Magnum ammo, so I'm gonna have Magnum ammo out the wazoo, but I don't have no Magnum.
Okay, well, did you locate storage 6 and 2?
This was 2. Stash an old prototype Enviro-pak along with some plastique. The door code is to storage room is 8. We know it's supposed to end in 8. So it's probably like either like 808 or 888.
Do you want me to just...
No.
I mean, you could always just try hacking it. Unless it locks up. Well, don't kill yourself from extreme height jumps.
Maybe I'd already gotten a thing from here. This door doesn't work at all. Storage 7. Which is also storage 2. Do this little dance all the way back down. Get some more energy, get some more life. Kinda dull, a little boring. A bit of fighting in between. A little bit. Every single time I get some ammo, I end up using it immediately.
Whereas I would be continuously empty.
And to be fair, those things, if they're in the right positions, you did not want to fight. Their lasers hurt. Oh, the things I ended up wasting ammo on.
No.
So the one hurts a bit, but it's not too bad. It takes out like a third. The other ones, I think, take out like almost a half. Like half your bar. Oh, we're down here. Oh, it's this way. Oh, maybe not. Okay, well, not the case. So, like, I have 101 Magnum shots
But they're useless right now.
because I don't have Magnum. And I have a modification for grenade launcher that I also don't have.
How big for you?
I know. Also that I'm able to
And
get...
typically the Magnum's like great. For our example, Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, so, like, it's fine. It's just... I don't have one. And I would imagine I have to be like either an executive or security. Like, I've found broken magnums you can scrap down or sell for money. Speaking of. 100 units of scrap for 10 coins. The only thing I will say is that she's been kind of nice in the sense that she has not been leaving enemies at every single point that she could have.
Huh?
Oh, Shodan.
Do I know who that is?
That's the villain, the AI, if you would. There's also a guy named Diego. He's kind of a douche, but we haven't met him. Except for like the one time. He's the one that wanted us to take off the ethics.
Why would you name your AI that?
Shodan?
Okay, I get that the great names like Cortana, the Red Queen, and a few others to name have been taken.
Technically, these guys existed first, so...
Explain the anagram.
I can't remember. I didn't care to know.
Because why would you name your AI that?
Why would I care to learn the name of the AI if I'm going to destroy it here soon? You know, the moment I get a good enough arsenal. I understand what I need and don't need to carry. Alright, what was this one? This one. Whee. So we know 8 and 8. Let's do how much it saves in case something stupid happens. Oh, I need to bring security level down even further. Yes.
Just please.
You're like, I want to give it to you.
It's driving me crazy. I'm sorry.
It probably wouldn't work until I bring down the security level anyway.
True, but at least you would know what it was.
Oh yeah, that's right, I've already been down there. This was the medical.
The what?
This is the respawn.
You say cannibal?
Cyborg conversion activated. Cyborg conversion cancelled. Standard station
No, this is the
restoration
cyborg conversion. This is the
online.
respawn point.
I was gonna say, I didn't know there was cannibalism in this.
I mean, kinda. The infected eat each other.
Oh, so they're like the spawn or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I gotta go find more stupid cameras and destroy those or whatever the hell. Unfortunately, there is no healing station with the respawn.
We're done.
I kind of don't like that.
Why wouldn't you just have everything in one spot?
Because the people hate you.
I guess.
They hated the people who worked here too. Everybody hated everybody. Okay, let's see. I got that one. There's another one over in that corner I also got. Killed all those. I no longer have my awesome assault rifle. Pretty sure we got everything from that. And then we know that there was some really, really stupid stuff that was going on here. Oh, yeah, plenty. Guys are farther.
I think you've been asking that question way too much often. Doesn't really Sound about right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't actually have the death counter up. Where did I put this? Yeah.
So,
Looks like it's
what
working.
is your goal?
I have no goal. Just destroy everything.
Hopefully just to beat the game, right? That's the goal. Typically.
And maybe rage out against Shodan whenever possible. But yeah. Oh my gosh, they are no longer anywhere I can actually. Anyone else?
Hey.
There's another angle of attack. I guess I'm supposed to get a running start on that thing. Why does fall damage hurt so much?
Or what else? Going on.
Let's see.
Sorry, your little arrow going through everything looks like a mouse. And an elaborate maze.
Pretty much.
I'm sorry.
All you need to know is this entire thing was developed by assholes. The space station, developed by assholes.
Will a cookie make you feel better?
The AI, developed by assholes. No, I'm fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Might have to temporarily leave to get a drink.
I have Dr. Pepper here. It's like over here. No. There's still rooms I can't access.
Well, I would assume so, but can you try this damn thing now?
Huh? No, I gotta take security level down to 20. That requires me to take out specifically like cameras and computer components.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is that?
Who knows?
And where would these cameras even be?
Like that one. Just kind of dangling around.
It didn't look like a camera, but then again, I'm watching the tiny screen than the big screen. I'd play music out loud, but it would be demonetized probably.
Yep. I'm not particularly worried about monetization. It's just I'm more worried about like TOS or whatever.
Annoying.
Stupid thing.
I'm just chilling out to music and
Yeah, I don't think I fully understand this, but
at least I now understand the game that you want me to play. Ever so slightly better.
so it looks like I'm supposed to use it as like a means to propel myself over on the arrows and everything, but it doesn't seem worth it to me.
I thought there was a bridge. Am I mistaken?
No, there it is. I'm just looking to see what could possibly be stupid over here.
Ah, nothing for you.
Bridge is disabled. I know what I need to do. I gotta use the shoe things. Oh, on that.
Oh, your electronic weird shoe thingy.
Yeah. Oops.
Stop with the ads, YouTube.
Nice jump, insect.
Kind of a pathetic jump.
I will be returning your coat.
Look how high you can jump.
Is that normal jumping?
Yeah, that's the normal jumping.
This is why sometimes broken graphics is great, because you can cheat on the jumping skill. Explain to me why Oblivion was okay with jumping for agility. Ow.
Hold on. Batteries.
On batteries?
Yeah, keep doing that.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's how you recharge stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back.
It's like when I go like this.
Do you want anything?
Nah, I'm good.
I have to fight the doggies!
I'm just gonna be much more lenient on my saves.
I have to fight the dogs. I will be back as fast as I can. No.
Ow. Nailed him. Ow. Even are you? Oh. Excellent gun. Here, nearly all empty. We got this though.
I thought building CPU nodes was tough. Well, we didn't know how good our life was. Now I'm hiding in the supply closet. With nowhere to run. Well, at least I'll die with my boots on.
I mean, to be fair, if you had to take on like 4 of those, and you didn't have a good weapon, if anything. Oh, we're dead.
have lived. I'll just leave me alone. What did I miss?
Nothing. I fell and died.
You died
Because I had to
again?
make a, yeah, I had to make a jump. You know what? Let's turn those off because I don't think that's what was helping us. Okay. It feels like we should be able to make that. I'm not going to necessarily count these because it's not like it's combat related. But it feels like it wants us to... There we are. Okay, and then just to be safe. Alright,
Do
if
you
we
have
died...
limited saves?
No, no.
Oh, you just don't want to save as often.
I was going to try and be more fair about it, but... Okay, so now we have plastic explosives. Probably only needed like 4, but take all of them, I guess. You know what? I'll take that death. It's like, before I just start counting them, can we actually make that jump as it is? Yes. Sentry bots.
What were you shooting?
Mag pulse. Along with a lot of radiation. But Mag Pulse is really powerful against robot enemies, which is mostly what you're fighting, that and cyborgs. I don't think it's super effective against cyborgs. I really haven't tried it on them. It probably does something to them, right? But I think they're more fleshy. I was kind of expecting them to follow me, but I guess not. I think that might be all of them. I can't search him. I'm just going to be much more liberal with my saving. Okay, I think what it could do is... Okay, so this is gonna be like a big fight. That's what that door's for. And probably that door right there. Well, knowing that, let's go ahead and just go get healed up. Get some more energy. And then do one big fight. So I gotta be like pretty close to the end of the first half, I would say.
Apparently, because I'm doing research on Assassin's Creed, they're saying Odyssey is apparently one of the best ones.
Odyssey was well received. I haven't actually played it, but I have it. I do have it.
Can I try it on your system before I make that purchase? And what system do you have it on?
Yeah, it's on Steam. Get some free energy.
I'll attempt again.
Then I'm gonna go and attempt seeing a prominent result in a really big fight.
At what?
Oh, you'll see. There's these computer modules. And generally after you destroy them, she gets angry and sends a bunch of like assassins and stuff at you.
Oh. Interesting.
Fatigue levels high. Wonder what happens if your fatigue levels get too high.
I assume you go into systematic shock.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's like, oh, you're just winded and you can't move, or you just die.
I want to say it's probably the latter.
You know, in this game, it would not surprise me. Oh yeah, you just died. From what? From running too much. From running too much.
What's that one game where you have to escort and if they get too stressed out or whatever, you fail the mission?
There's lots of games that are like that. Like, actually. They're just not games that most people would want to play. And then if we die, we'll just reuse the save. After we determine whether or not it's actually doable with what we got.
Honestly, I feel more alive right now than I did this morning. Kind of sad.
Okay, so. What have I got to cover? I have some stuff, I suppose. What was this? Logic probe. You know what? We could leave one out. We could probably go get that hazmat suit now. Oh. We are literally 1% too high. Wasn't that a kick in the head? Huh. I guess not. Okay, so question is, that's got to be for the Magnum, right? What is this? AE-41. Yeah, that's Magnum. We now have the Magnum.
Do you want to play tomorrow?
Yeah, we can try it. We can try it again tomorrow.
Now that we have an idea of how the game's supposed to work.
Now that we know how it's supposed to get set up and all, yeah.
For multiplayer, like.
Surely I don't need that much plastique, right?
You never. Sorry.
I don't need logic probes. If I have to leave something behind that's small, it's gonna be a logic probe.
I'm gonna leave it.
So I'm gonna go get all of my Magnum ammo and then we'll be set. I didn't even bother to read what the mod did.
I have 5 left. I started on my 6th one. Ethernet cord. You can just rapier in your room.
For next time.
Yes. In my hat. Your headphones.
Oh, so we get an aiming laser, I guess.
Lefty, your jacket. Sorry if I'm making sound, people.
How do we use the Enviro suit? Is it actually a passive?
I don't know. I didn't read that far ahead, buddy. You hold this.
Kind of looks like it.
I shall see you tomorrow. Say have a good night. Or morning. Whatever time it is.
Once again, I'm gonna probably end it there. Because this game's a bit much sometimes. You know what, I will go get full health and at least get us set up for the next round, I suppose. And then I think there was some stuff in Flight Deck that we may or may not need. I left one of these in the elevator just in case. Even if we have the field, we're going to want to be at full health. Probably want grenade launcher. As soon as we get the grenade launcher, we might drop the shotgun. Problem is that there's just so many freaking items to carry. Mag Pulse is just too good against robots. Pistol's pretty nice to use for like sniping all the little stuff, because you can come across that ammo a little bit more than everything else. Not getting rid of the laser rapier, it's just way too good to give up when you get the chance to actually use it. Takes things out so fast. Shotgun, I don't know, it does a lot of damage close range, but you're not usually able to get that close to things. You usually want to keep things at bay at a distance. Standard issue for Tri-Optium security officers that 2100 is the preferred offensive tool in confined spaces. While its stock fire mode delivers high damage, the 2100's laser sight attachment utilizes a smart sensor to seek out and exploit a target's weak points, but damage calibration is lost if the operator loses the target. And then I can't remember, this was 4 slots before. Designed as a personal defense device, the TB-05 can be adjusted to generate respectable blasts at higher settings. Overheating can be a serious issue and will cause the weapon to temporarily cease functioning while electric coil cools down. I think it was like a heat shield attachment that allows it to be fired a bit more. Maybe it didn't extend it out. Pretty sure the shotgun was only 3 originally. But it's not modded. No, maybe not. No, it's not modded. So that's 8 slots. Wonder what the attachment would be for this. And then they have an attachment for grenade launcher. For some odd reason. I don't think there's a way to carry all these weapons. Let's see, 6, 8, 6, 4. 8, 8. Maybe. We won't be able to carry most of the other stuff, though. I think most of the consumables. And you'd want to carry around all the ammo, or at least preferred ammo types. Like the Magnum just has the 1. The pistol has the 2. Mag Pulse is just 1. Shotgun, I don't really see much use in carrying the Dragon Breath. The Flechette will do well enough against everything. But it might be good against, like, the monkey things. And then I think there was regular and incendiary, right? It's got to remember, this is blue and red. This is blue and red. Then the grenade launcher, which, I don't know, might use these, or might use its own ammo type. Alright. I know this one was a bit of a shorter stream, but game is a bit much sometimes. I'll be back tomorrow. For sure. As long as I don't have any issues with like power or something weird, because we are pretty much in the winter months. It means winter weather is just around the corner. It's already starting to freeze and get much colder where I'm at. Don't really have much in the way of snow. So my fear is that we might end up with a day or two where we just get hit fairly hard with snow. Otherwise, it might be a relatively light but cold as hell winter, which has happened before. In which case, the only real downside is sometimes the winds will get fairly strong and start knocking down trees and stuff. So, I will have plans for like tomorrow's stream and future streams, but as long as we're in the winter months, it's kind of a toss-up on whether or not I might be able to stream or not. I'll try and stay posted on Twitter, but if power and internet's taken down at any point, not really going to be much of an option. I'll try and stay posted as much as I can. Kind of playing around a little bit around with Blue Sky, depending on things turn out. But I'll probably just stay active and do posts on both. I think Twitter will be the main for now, since I'm already mostly used to that. Other than that, I did get caught up a bit more on some of the VODs. Been doing some light edits to them. Mostly it's just a zoom in on the gameplay with maybe a little cutout of the camera, and then other than that, I sometimes trim back like the intro. The intro was exceptionally long, and cut out the intermissions. Very, very light editing, but mostly unedited. Do some Age of Empires 2 tomorrow with the Chronicles finale of Battle for Greece, which should be the entirety of the Spartan campaign. They've managed to do the other two factions, and then we'll do the Spartan campaign. It looks like it might be a little bit on the shorter side as far as mission numbers, but not necessarily length of the missions themselves. So we'll see how it plays out. If we get done a little bit earlier, I might do a skirmish or two against the AI or something like that. Not sure how I don't know. I'll have to take a look again. Maybe the Athenians are more naval powered than the others, which would not surprise me. And then other than that, I've been playing around with some other stuff. Some games that were on the Steam sale. Test stuff. Make sure OBS behaves well enough for them. And I did try this game off stream. Started like a new game save and all that, so I wouldn't mess with it. And I won't see anything new beyond what I've already had done. And I gotta say, it does run very, very smoothly. OBS is just kind of dragging it down a bit. So, until I am able to get to the point where I can, I don't know, maybe possibly do like a 2-computer setup sorts. I do have a laptop, but laptop might need a little bit of work, a little bit of, might need some upgrades. Bring it up to spec. In which case, I could probably send like the video and everything and have it transmit. Take the OBS load off of here, and then it would smooth out other portions. It is mostly fine for like Command and Conquer and other stuff for the most part. Sometimes the games themselves are a bit on the laggy side. There's nothing that can be done about those per se. But I'm playing around with Civ 3 multiplayer. Just taking a look to see what we can do for like 2 versus the rest of the world of the AIs. But might be a while before we're able to do any streams for that. And if we do, it'll probably be on lower difficulties, just to give her a chance. Because I can play on Regent and sometimes Monarchy, depending on map and Civ, because of the traits. Gives you a little bit of an edge in some things. But Mog's learning the game. And I'm going to be playing around with the multiplayer options and see if I can smooth it out some. Because while it is playable now, it does take some getting used to from the like frame drops and stuff that occur just because it's trying to do internet-based game. So I'll be playing around with that because there's a couple different ones. Suppose worst comes to worst, we do hot seat multiplayer, which is just taking turns on the computer as our turn comes up. Turn complete. Okay, it's your turn. Turn complete. Okay, it's my turn. But just potential stuff coming up in the future. When I say future, it could be short future, it could be long-term future. Who knows? It just depends on how it all plays out. But we made a little bit of progress on System Shock. And while I like the game, there are just some things that are, I don't know, get on your nerves just a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, low ammo. Oh hey, I got ammo. Oh hey, you're gonna force me to use the ammo immediately. Damn. But if I do it the efficient way, I get nothing in return. I don't know, but it might be fun to watch, especially after I finish the game. You know, and watch someone do like 100% completion run of the game, as a speed run. And if I play this off stream, I might take a look and see what happens if you push the stamina too high. By like running. I would not be surprised if, oh yeah, you're just dead. Cardiac arrest. Skip. That's what you get for running too much. Idiot. You're a hacker, not an athlete. Go ahead and call it there. And then, let's see. I think once Age of Empires 2 is done, we'll come back and finish Age of Empires 3 campaign that we started. And then we like cut off because of the Chronicles DLC, which is fun as far as the missions go. I will give it that. It is quite fun. But you can only play as the other three civs if you have the Chronicles. You cannot take them into the base game, which seems a little odd. Because it's not like, oh, it's Age of Empires 1 campaign, but just done in the Age of Empires 2 engine type of thing. It's like, no, these are civs made for Age of Empires 2 that have like all the ages and everything. But I guess just because of the way it was designed, maybe. It's like, well, we're not going to throw it against the normal base civs because then they might be a little too overpowered between everything, all the economic boosts and all that. Which I guess I could see, but I don't know, just seems a little odd. Understandable, just odd. But enough of my ramblings. We'll go ahead and call it there. Relatively short stream. Usually I go for about 3 hours. Right now I'm only going to go for about 2:30. Could just be because of the cold weather, my body not being fully acclimated. But I also did spend a little bit longer getting OBS to cooperate. For whatever reason, it did not want to connect, and then I had to reset some of the audio options because I thought it would be prudent to check that stuff on the off chance someone actually uses them. Be nice for them to work, and for me, and even more for me to actually hear when they're in play. But that's neither here nor there right now. Stay healthy, stay frosty. Until next time, see ya.